Hi guys, welcome back to 17 square meters garden. First of all, thank you so much for your positive feedback under one of my recent videos where I asked you if you wanted to see more indoor content, more houseplant videos. It really means a lot to me because it motivates me. It also gives me plenty of new ideas on what I can post on this channel and what kind of videos you will enjoy watching. So thank you so much for that. It really means a lot. So here we are, and today we are gonna be talking about my kitchen jungle, as I call it. I posted a video similar to this one last year, and if any of you saw that video or maybe remember, my kitchen used to be bright orange, and since then I kind of changed the look of it because it's been, I think, a year now that I'm renovating my apartment really slowly, and I'm going for like Scandi boho vibe. That's also one of the reasons why I don't really record indoors, because I feel like my apartment is never finished. Okay, so the kitchen jungle, this is the area of my apartment that I find the most convenient for growing plants. Because first of all, just as a reminder, my apartment, all the windows in my apartment are on one side only, and they are all facing north. So I have a really low light levels here, especially for growing plants. It may not look like it in the video because I'm trying to highlight it a bit so that you can see me better and that you can see plants better, but the real light levels are really low. So I created this kind of grow light station above the kitchen cabinets, and a lot of the plants stay here permanently, but then there's a lot of plants that come and go because during summer season, so spring, summer, fall, I bring a lot of plants, a lot of house plants on the balcony, because the balcony has better light levels. It's northeast facing, so it gets a couple of hours of morning sunlight. But now we are in winter, so all the plants are indoors, so it's a little bit crowded in here. I can place my plants in front of the windows because there's no window sills, so it's a bit tricky, you know, because it's a small apartment, it's a one-bedroom apartment, so I don't have a lot of floor space to place my plants. What I would like to do in today's video, first of all, we're gonna take all of these plants down. I'm gonna see what needs maintenance. I know that some plants need repotting. I'm also really excited because I discovered a really awesome potting mixes, and I want to share that with you. I'm gonna be repotting my plants to these potting mixes. These are not all of my house plants, so I'm gonna be bringing some plants and we are gonna try to create something more Instagrammable. So maybe first things first, let me show you. Let's just really quickly go through all of these plants that I have here at the moment. Okay, so I turned the grow lights off so that you can see the real colors of the plants. Starting at the end here, Irisine houseplant I, or houseplant, not sure what's the correct pronunciation. I really love the contrast between the pink stems and the green leaves. It's considered to be a rare plant, but it's not a very expensive rare plant, so that's really cool, and I think it looks very, very unique. One of my coleuses, then African violets. Look at them! Look at this violet. She's crazy, she's like covered in blooms. I am neglecting them a little bit, but look at them. Absolutely amazing. If you guys have trouble growing African violets, I do have a video, like a really beginner-friendly tutorial with all the most important information on how to make them bloom. I think you might find it helpful. I will be posting another video about violets, how to repot them, how to fix long neck, etc. So this is coming. Tradescantia sabrina, looking lush and beautiful. Also will be posting a tutorial. A few random plants, like some carnivorous plants, cacti, succulents, orchid. Then we have one of my Rex begonias. I have a small collection of Rex begonias, absolutely love them. Another begonia, this one grew massive. I will show you the picture. It was insane. I didn't have enough place to grow this plant anymore, so I had to chop it, and I only took the small cuttings. So, well, chlorophytum, and here at the bottom we have some oxalis. Oxalis also spends its life on the balcony. It's blooming at the moment. And then one of my recent purchases, again, Epipremnum Cebu Blue. So now let's take all those plants down and let's do some maintenance. Okay, you guys, so let's repot some houseplants and let's chat a little bit about potting mix. I often get asked what's the best potting mix or what potting mix do you recommend, and honestly there is no such a thing as one best potting mix that will suit our plants. That just doesn't exist, because You know, in some ways, plants are a little bit like humans. Like, we all have different preferences and different things make us happy. And it goes the same for houseplants. They all have their different requirements. They all have their different preferences, let's say. Because when you think about this, if you take, let's say, Sansevieria that grows in Western Africa, that needs very sandy, very well draining potting mix, and then you take your Monstera that grows in tropical rainforest in South America, you can see that these are completely two different environments, and these plants grow in different habitats. So you can't be planting them in the same potting mix and expect this to work, because these plants have completely different preferences. And I think that's also the beauty of growing plants, is to learn a little bit more about those preferences, learn where the plants come from, because that information itself will give you already an idea of what growing conditions that plant needs in order to thrive. And potting mix, it's the base. It's the most important thing, because that's where your plant draws nutrients from, that's where your plant draws water from, that's what anchors the roots, that's what your roots are growing in, and healthy root system equals healthy plant. So if you have a poor quality potting mix that's not suitable for your plant, no matter what you do after, if you use the best fertilizers, if you use grow lights, if you use humidifiers, whatever that might be, this is not gonna work, because the plant is not growing in optimal conditions. Okay, so you guys, if you follow me long enough, you know that I don't talk about brands and I don't promote anything. That's not what I do on this channel. But when something is worth recommendation, I want to share that with you. So I was searching online for some website or a shop that sells some already ready blends for different group of plants. And I stepped upon a website called Botanica. And I was really amazed with the choice that they have. So they have a really large selection of premium quality blends, special for different group of plants. They also have a really nice choice of all of those other components that you can add to your potting mix to create a better quality potting mix if you want to create your own. So you'll find a perlite, you'll find a vermiculite, coconut coir, pumice, activated charcoal, all of those good stuff that you can add to your soil to improve its quality. And they were kind enough to send some potting mix for me to test, to show you guys, to share with you. And one really awesome feature on their website, I don't think you will find it anywhere else, and I highly encourage you to go check it out just out of curiosity. There's a search engine where you can type a name of the plant and they will tell you what potting mix will be best suitable for that plant. I think that this is so helpful. I use that search engine to check what potting mix they propose for all the plants that I'm gonna be repotting today. And they suggested that I repot my Calathea into Calathea and Maranta potting mix. Then the Irisine and the Rex Begonia will be repotted into Fern potting mix, because they have similar requirements as ferns. And then the little Oxalis vulcanicola here will be repotted into Alocasia potting mix. So definitely go check it out, and if you also want to give a try to their potting mixes, I have a discount code for you. It's 17 square meters garden, so 17M to garden. This discount code gives you 10% off your purchase, and you can use it multiple times. It doesn't expire, so if at some point you are curious and you want to give a try to these potting mixes, don't forget to use that code to get 10% off your order. Okay, so let's start with this Calathea. Calatheas are not the easiest plants to grow. They can be a bit tricky and it's hard to make them happy. They originate from South American jungles, so they like warm temperatures, bright indirect light, constantly moist soil. So I think I might be repotting it into self-watering container if I can fit it in there. So I will be repotting it into the Calathea and Maranta potting mix. All of these potting mixes are, first of all, peat-free, and they will all have more or less similar ingredients, but just in different ratio, suitable for those different types of plants, those different groups or families of plants. So this one it's based on coconut coir because it's peat-free. Then it has perlite for extra drainage, for aeration of the soil. It has vermiculite to retain moisture. We have organic nutrients. We have worm castings as a source of organic matter. We have activated charcoal to prevent any nasty stuff and any bad bacteria from developing in the soil. So they are full of good stuff to support healthy plant development. Okay, I'm removing as much of the old soil as I possibly can. Okay, so I think I will be repotting it into this. Yeah, I think there's enough space, at least for now. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this soil at the bottom. Making mess as always. Okay, so now time for begonia and for irisine, and I'm gonna show you the difference between the potting mix that we are gonna be planting the begonia and irisine in, and the one from Calathea and Maranta, because just by the look of it you can see that they have different properties. So you can see that these potting mixes, when you look close, they are slightly different, and that difference of components and that different ratio of components makes a world of a difference to a plant and to its healthy development. I'm just putting some potting mix at the bottom. Let's pop this one out. Just gonna remove the old soil. I absolutely love repotting plants. There's just something so relaxing about this. Getting your hands dirty, I guess. Absolutely love the foliage, and look at the bright pink flowers that are just starting to open. Rex begonias are so beautiful and quite easy to grow. Might show you another time my small collection and some care tips. Last but not least, Oxalis vulcanicola plum crazy, such a beautiful little plant. So Oxalis will be planting it in the Alocasia potting mix. This one has, I'm reading here, coconut core, worm castings, vermiculite, activated carbon, coconut husk chips, orchid bark and organic nutrients. So yet again, a beautiful blend filled with all the good stuff for your plant. I'm planting Oxalis in terracotta because each time I tried growing Oxalis in plastic, they were not happy, so they seem to enjoy terracotta better. Okay, so the plants are back on top of the kitchen cabinet. I think I'll stay with this kind of layout, at least for now. I would definitely prefer the Stradiscanthia to be at the beginning, but it grew so large that if I place it anywhere else, I won't be able to open my kitchen cabinets. But it felt good to refresh this area a little, to clean a little, to do some maintenance. Hope you guys enjoyed spending some time with me today, doing some houseplant maintenance, chatting a little bit about potting mixes. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see each other again next Saturday. Bye!